Last I heard, the Trump administration was going to bail out Spirit. What happened?
Well, they tried to negotiate with the debtors and the creditors and those who actually had their skin in the game, and they just couldn't reach a deal. The offer that was on the table from the White House, in the end, would have had the White House owning something like 90% or a maximum of 90% of the equity of whatever company emerged from bankruptcy. And this company, it's a lot. And this company was so deeply leveraged that all the players that had skin in the game weren't going to get anything out of it in the end, and so they just didn't reach an agreement. And late Friday night, early Saturday morning, those flights, the last flights in the air, landed, and that was that.
What happens to all those planes?
Well, the planes, actually, most of them were not owned by Spirit. The newer ones, the ones with any value, were owned by leasing companies. So right now, actually, some are being flown across the country to the desert, and at some point they'll be sold to other carriers. But one of the issues here, Katie, is that there was nothing to buy. The airline was so deeply leveraged. Most of the planes were leased. Maybe one of the more valuable things they had were slots, which actually have value at airports like LaGuardia Airport. But even that, it was hard to make a case for other airlines to step in at the last minute.
17,000 people lost their jobs. It's a lot of people. A lot of people concentrated in this.
And this is the thing about this whole business thing and being a business owner. You think because a person have a business that it's lucrative, that they actually got some motion going, and a lot of times it don't even be that. As you can see, this is $1 billion company, and they were in debt, a lot of debt, leasing their planes. The only thing they had good was slot machines. Like, what? They don't even master, or they don't even really do slot machines. I never heard of a Spirit slot machine, but the fact that Trump said that he was going to help them, I knew that was going to be something that was kind of weird. You can tell that Trump is the type of person that if he don't get nothing out of it, he not going to help you, man. And it's a bad thing, but it's also a good thing, because if we think about our life and stuff like that, then that's probably the best way out, because it's like, what do I get out of this? Why do I need to pour myself into it? Even though Trump treating himself like a king or something, which is crazy, but yeah, I already knew it when he said that, yeah, Trump gonna help them and all that. I'm like, yep, if they not finna then give him 50% of the company after his presidency and give the United States the other 40%, then you can cancel Christmas, because these people are greedy, man, and that's what they do. But I guess, man, they ain't friends, so they like skip it.
Florida as well, which is meaningful for the midterms.
Absolutely. Meaningful for the midterms. And there's been a big blame game, by the way, on the part of the Trump administration, trying to put the blame on the Biden administration, which blocked a merger between JetBlue and Spirit a couple of years ago. But if you look at Spirit's own filings, and if you look at just the graph, I think we can show of jet fuel prices over the last 2 years, it just skyrocketed, of course, as soon as the war started. And JetBlue's own filings say that that was the final nail in the coffin. And earlier today, Katie, I spoke with a flight attendant who had worked for Spirit for 10 years and is now one of the thousands of people who have to start over from the very beginning. Here's what she had to say.
Even the way that other flight attendants and pilots from other companies have treated us through this whole entire process, it just shows you how special this industry is and how connected. We always say united by wings, but it's really true. So I think that it's going to be something that me and the rest of my family and friends at Spirit are going to definitely be trying to get back into the industry and get our wings back.
So in the midst of all of this going on, we got this guy who came up with this brilliant plan, and y'all let me know what y'all think about this plan, and I'm going to let y'all know what I think about the plan. Let's go.
Okay, I had a genius idea. Spirit Airlines just went bankrupt, right? I'm the guy that flew Spirit Airlines for 24 hours straight. There's more than 250 million individuals over the age of 18 in the United States. Now, if we took only 20% of them and paid basically the average fare of a Spirit Airlines flight, which is somewhere around $30 to $40, we could buy Spirit Airlines. This is a genius idea. We nationalize Spirit Airlines, owned by the people. Airline's gone. We make a new airline. Let's buy an airline. I should make a Venmo for this. Okay, so it's been about 2.5 hours, and y'all are really interested in all of us buying Spirit Airlines. So I made a website. It's called letsbuyspirit.com. Register your intent. I won't take any money. We're not going to use the Venmo anymore. That was kind of a joke. And we're going to try and, I guess, buy Spirit Airlines. Let's do this. You, me, I'm kind of autistic and I really like airplanes. So vote for me as CEO. Are we actually doing this?
Man, that's some BS. You gotta watch out for people that talk fast like that. People be having their own hidden agendas about things, and they gonna say, yeah, we gonna do this like the Green Bay thing and all of that, and we gonna buy the company and own the company by the fans and all of that. Man, I don't believe that. I don't think nobody should invest into that. If the government can save Spirit, then you know that this wise guy can't save Spirit. A lot of times people just be reaching for their own fulfillment and things like that, man. But it's your boy Schooly. And to meet again, what y'all think? Do y'all rather the government help or him help, or just throw it away? Me personally, I think it's over with. I don't think we can save him. The government can't save him, man. You know Trump ain't trying to save nobody. He the one who took their ass out of business. But it's your boy Schooly. Until we meet again, my friend, I'm out. Let's go.